We're back to it. Resident Evil 1. Look at this rocket launcher. Look at the size of this bad boy. Look at the clothes we're wearing. Hell yeah. So, we're just about to fight Yawn. And... well, we're not going to fight Yawn. We tried fighting Yawn last time, even with the rocket launcher. And I died. So, we're not going to fight Yawn. We're going to run through and grab the item. Do anything on me right now. Well, I need to put that away. Oh, right. I was in the middle of the serum quest. That's why I'm over here. Maybe he'll die because of me going back and forth. And then we'll pick up the serum. So we should be done with the mansion soon. The goal is to do this playthrough and the next playthrough of Jill's today so we can start work on Chris. And I've also been thinking that for RE1 DualShock, I'm not going to do every ending in that version because it's, from everything I've read, is that it's identical to Director's Cut outside of the music. So we'll probably just do a Jill and Chris playthrough on that so I can just give it a go and then leave it there. I don't see the point in doing any more than that, and that'll reduce the time of these RE1 stuff a lot. I was gonna skip out on the Saturn, but the Saturn one seems to have the most creative content for whatever reason. And Deadly Silence we'll try and get going. I really need to move Deadly Silence up. I want to do Deadly Silence before I do RE1 Remake, because Remake's going to be too different to the rest. I don't want to keep this layout fresh in mind. Alright, Richard, are you alive? Because on one of these playthroughs, I gotta get you killed. Just so it's different. No, he's alive.
Here's the serum! Richard, hold on! I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio. You should keep it.
No!
I'm so glad they made Richard more useful in their remake.
Jill, be careful.
Well, it really is crazy how useless some of these items are. Or some of these rooms are. Alright, we've got space for this medallion and for the next medallion. For these crests. Does it teleport me behind the boxes? Is that what keeps throwing me off? It does, okay. Run! Jill, please! I don't care about teleporting into the room. I just care about getting out of this one. Let me out. And that rocket launcher is the size of her.
Give me the serum.
I think if... oh god. I think if Chris gets bit, you have to play as Rebecca to cure him. We might be doing that a lot. I don't particularly want to, but... Harry? I think the biggest thing that's really nice is that you get set to full health, but I don't know whether that'll apply to Chris. Another thing as well is I'm pretty sure that your running speed is the same with or without a gun in this. Alright, now we're just going to make our way back. Because now we're going to go downstairs and we're going to do the painting puzzle. And then we're off to the guardhouse. The only thing Chris has got going, really, when I go through the Chris campaign, is that I know which rooms... Presumably, I know which rooms are useless. I mean, some of them might have small keys, though. I think that's the biggest problem, is that I don't know which rooms are going to have the small keys. But I think I think there's a lot of stuff where I can run through a doorway or something and know that I don't need to go back there as Chris. But there's probably other things as well, like maybe when he jumps into the hole after the yawn fight, that Rebecca's not there and you have to go that direction completely, forcing you to fight them all. That's complete. Why am I in here? I don't need to be in here. Oh, what? Right. Do I really need to have... Oh, I didn't even do the painting puzzle. Do I really need to... Does this not hit? It does. That did require me to be pretty close, though. Ah. There it is. I find it interesting that in Remake, they change it so that you don't have to get the 4 crests, and the crests actually give you access to the Magnum instead. They're just optional items in Remake. I think it's cool, but just interesting that they changed the what the key items are. You only need 1 emblem to get through the door. But I think you get the emblem for beating the Crimson Head, so you pretty much need to do everything anyway. Can I not push this? She looked as if she was going to, and then she just didn't. I just wanted to see if you could push it. I think there is a way of doing a quick push of this, though. I will take Le Crank. Le Crank. That's how it's pronounced in French. Le Crank. Get some of that tea. Alright. I think I got them both. I'll take another one. Beep, beep, beep. Water is running down the opposite side. Hell yeah, that's what we want to see. If you're looking for real gameplay, I'm not Rocket Launcher, you're not going to get it. Until the Chris campaign, then it's coming back. Wow, that dog got dead. Where are you? I knew it. You're behind me. Get out of here. That was pretty close. I think that's it. You don't need to fight these dogs, though, because they do despawn. You just need to get by them. But obviously, it's just a lot easier for me if I kill them now. Alright, here we are. Everybody's favourite place. I actually think the guardhouse is great. I like how it's a change of pace for a bit. It breaks up the mansion really nicely. Good fight. GG. Hey, you. Hey, Deadhead. Think about it, Peach. That's a space reference. Actually, the precursor to Shaun of the Dead, that episode. Hey, Deadhead, think about it, Peach. Hey, we got the book. These are my little piggies. Oh, I should have put the crank away. I'll be fine. We gotta go. Then... Oh, I've not got the control room key. I have to turn back. I have to go into the bathroom in the other room that I didn't enter. Okay. That's on me, I should have done that a little earlier. Not the end of the world. Man, the amount of times I have to push these bloody crates is going to be crazy. I like this section. I just like the entirety of the guardhouse. I think the guardhouse is just really cool. I think it's just mysterious. I also would say that the guardhouse makes more sense for all the secret stuff, because by default, I mean, obviously the whole area is built by Umbrella anyway, so it's all meant to be whatever. But this feels like, the guardhouse to me feels as if it really is a research facility in its entirety, whereas the mansion is just crazy. The mansion is just a wild location that is just impossible to navigate. Similar to the way how the police station for some reason has loads of keys, but they're all the shapes of the 4 fucking suits in the card deck. Why? And then the remake says it was for former art gallery, but you can get some regular keys at some point, guys. No point in even picking them up. We're never gonna get hurt again after all. Nice, it put me in front of the other door. I like the way how it does that to try and get you to get bit. I need none of this. This is beautiful. Why is one of the dormitory keys just locked in a room, which is blocked by a control panel? I mean, at the very least, you could probably say that maybe the dude who lives in this dormitory worked here. It's not really that out of the question that he left it in there by accident and then walked off. But then you have to remember, and that's a perfectly reasonable explanation. But then you remember that the door to the dormitory is locked. And then you ask yourself, well, he could have left it there in there anyway. Maybe he locked up, went down here, and then left the key, and then locked that key as well. Oh, do I want to save it? I'm gonna save it. I actually don't trust. I'm a little scared about using this rocket launcher in this fight, because I've got this weird feeling that it's just gonna go straight through him. It hits the dogs, so maybe the hitbox for the rocket launcher is insane. But when I was trying to use the grenade launcher yesterday, that went through the plant, so I had to nail those shots from the grenade launcher. But like Crankaway finally as well. If this goes straight through him, I'm gonna lose my mind. V-Jolt. We'll do V-Jolt in the next run. Oh, alright. Good start. Nice, okay, so you can just go all in. Very good. That is very good to know.
What the hell is this?
Barry!
Jill!
You saved me!
Yeah,
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
don't mention it. What a monster. I can't believe... What the hell is this place anyway?
What the hell is this place anyway? The world will never know, Barry. The world will never know. Oh, he did hit me though. Alright, see you later, Barry. Oh yeah, this is a save Chris run. We need to keep that in mind. This is for the Chris ending. We're gonna kill Barry.
Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
Yes, you're right.
Wesker, you not got anything to say about my clothes?
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
The bees would suggest that Wesker went over close to the beehive for some reason. Probably looking for the key. Okay, we need inventory space. Well, we need one space for the battery. That's all we need. I love the way how that red door is just completely useless. There is no reason to ever go in there on any playthrough. Although, again, maybe in, maybe for... I'll take one of these. I need to heal. Maybe for Chris. Maybe there's a small key in there for Chris to grab. I'm guessing that the first small key I have to grab for Chris is probably in the room next to the door so that I can get through it in the statue room. One MO disc is on the lab thing, one MO disc is in the caverns behind the boulder, so we have to do that again. And one MO disc is in here somewhere. But I don't know where. All I know is that it's not on the left-hand side. But that was just for the Magnum. Where could it be? Where could MO disc be? It might be, actually, the MO disc might be in the upstairs room with the armor key, now that I think about it. Right, the hunter's going to appear. I'm going to be facing it. I'm holding on R1. Get out of here. So nice. I guess I'll pick up the armor key because I kind of get the feeling the ammo disc. Oh no, it's in the library. It's in the library. I remember. I've also read that one of the things I have to do is I have to complete a range mode. I think it's the director's cut version. I have to complete a range mode on the with the best ending to unlock the infinite Magnum, which means I might have to do a range mode twice, and apparently it's very hard. This is where the maybe comes in, because if I find the range mode to be too hard, then I'm not going to do it. Like, I don't apologize for that. This is a maybe run. I will try. It is not a guaranteed you will do it. Because, for instance, there could be games in this list that I just straight up do not like. Do we need to put anything away? Yeah. I'll take the first aid spray. Maybe it's Resident Evil 2 that introduces the, because I think one of the games says if you use the first aid spray, you get deducted points, and I think it's that one. Right, we don't need the armor key. I missed. Got him. Nice, I was hoping I could do that. Me in. Let me in. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again, where we're just going to wait for Barry to give us the rope. Because it's just easier. pretty hits. It's too dark to see anything.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Yes, but I can't see very well.
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Wait.
Hey, what's
We've
going
got to wait
on?
around.
Now
Oh, I've done it.
Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry? Barry?
We just gotta wait.
Hey! Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope! I'm sorry, Jill.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry. I was really careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
And we're never gonna use it. I'm genuinely
Thank
curious
you.
at this point
I'll
about what the
take
differences
this,
are
then.
with the Chris campaign, because Rebecca kind of doesn't do anything. I get the feeling that I'm gonna need to... When I hit this point, something tells me that the rope doesn't exist. And I need to go through all of this and exit from the other side. That might have worked. It is. Alright, I gotta know. What the fuck do you guys have? I can't hit them. Oh, herbs. Okay. I'll have to kill you now. Alright, I know now for the future that body has 2 herbs. I'm not gonna go to the kitchen door because there's no point. I'm not gonna use the kitchen door at any point. Let's just ignore it. Alright, we're gonna let this guy bite us. No, we don't. Turns out, no, I don't. No, I don't do that. Alright, we gotta do the library puzzle. I don't know why, but the elevator makes me want to play Dead Rising. Did I get him? Sure did. I'm also going to assume that the MO discs are in the same areas as Chris. I don't think there's any reason for those to change. I don't know whether you actually need to press the switch to do this. What is this? This is an MO disc. I'll take it. Alright, there's one MO disc. The next one is in the caverns. I think what I like about the MO disc system is that, you know, you don't actually, on a first playthrough, if you were just doing this completely blind and you had no information about anything, then you might find the MO discs, and you might be taking them, but you won't know what they're for. And it takes all the way up to the laboratory to find out what the hell they're even remotely for. Okay, so we can grab this battery and then immediately turn back around and go down the elevator. I'm assuming Chris just gets a lot of shotgun rounds at this point, because I think Chris's replacement for the grenade launcher is the flamethrower, but I don't think he gets that until the caverns, and I'm also pretty sure that the flamethrower doesn't have a lot of ammo. I think the flamethrower is probably only really good for Black Tiger, and then it's done. That's how it is in... I remember that being the case in... I think that's the case in Remake. And even then, Remake is kind of weird, because you have to put... Because it follows the broken shotgun system. Oh, damn it. I completely forgot about that guy. Grim. Oh! That's interesting. Huh. Are they gone? Are they both gone? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so you only have to kill one of them. Huh. I wonder if you even need to kill him. That might be worth testing in the next one. Because that might make a little bit of Chris's easier. Because that's 2 herbs you can grab there and then. Alright, we gotta go to the courtyard now. Do I? Am I just going to the caverns now? Is that it? Am I just going to the caverns? That's crazy. You go back to the mansion and you don't really go anywhere. I feel as if you do more... Again, I know that the remake has more content. I'm certain you do a little bit more in that. Right, we definitely don't care about the MO disc. We've got to put that away. I think it might be in my interest to take this ink ribbon with me as well. Also, yeah, I don't care about the key item anymore. The key's done. Is that really it? That's crazy. Fuck. Get out of it. I forgot that he existed. That was on me. I forgot. Lisa Trevor? Where is she? Lisa! No, I just get reminded of that dude from Yakuza 0 going, Lee-san! I am so glad that I do not own Director's Cut. I loved Yakuza, but holy fuck, they jumped the shark at one point. They just went so stupid with it. And it's ridiculous because it wasn't stupid. And then it just became too stupid at a certain point. My personal grievance is when you find out about Lau Kao-long still being alive. But I don't know how to put this. I was okay with it on a mild level, and then Infinite Wealth just pissed me off with it. Because Infinite Wealth essentially, Infinite Wealth goes out of its way to have him go like, how is he alive? What the hell is going on here? And then they build up to the reveal, and then it just doesn't happen because it's impossible. How do you reveal that somebody survived being shot in the head and blatantly dead? You can't without being completely stupid. Oh, I've not got the crank on me. Fuck. Well, the path is clear, so it doesn't take that long. It's bloody crank. But yeah, that really. I honestly think that was the first part of Infinite Wealth that really soured me on the game. That really soured me on where Yakuza was going. And then by the end of Infinite Wealth, I was just like, this is fucking ridiculous. But we'll do all the Yakuzas at some point. That's going to take a very long time when we get to that. I'd like to do them all 100% and hit the 100% completion rates, so yeah, that's going to take a while. If we learn Mahjong, though, I don't think it'll take as long as you might think. Because the biggest hurdle in a lot of them is just Mahjong. Where's my crank? Mahjong has this... There was this one point in Yakuza where I was doing... I actually 100%ed and got the Platinum Trophy for Yakuza Kiwami 2. And I also Platinumed Yakuza 5. And Yakuza 5 is very long. Yakuza 5 is very tough as well. The Colosseum alone took 40 hours. That Colosseum... The whole Colosseum, everything about the Colosseum in Yakuza 5 is... You can understand why the Colosseum did not come back ever again after you do Yakuza 5. Because Yakuza 5 is just this fucking super version of the Colosseum. And it is rough. It just keeps going. And to platinum the game, and to get 100%, you have to do... every single character has got to get to the top of the Colosseum ranking. They all have to hit number 1. I can't remember why they all have to hit number 1, but they do. It might be to unlock the final arena and have them do it. But you have to do it with every fucking character. And for Kiryu and Saejima, that's really easy. But Shinada, you can only get through it because Shinada has this 3-hit combo that is busted, but you gotta be on top of it at all times, and it's just really boring, and just shows how absolutely shockingly shit Shinada is at combat. And Akiyama, you'd think Akiyama would be awesome, but Akiyama's biggest issue is that he barely does any damage. He is by far the weakest character in the game. And Shinada has a way to heal himself, because Shinada is a bit of a moveset clone from Kiryu and stuff. He even has one of Kiryu's heat actions that he should have no knowledge about, which is the Hell's Gauntlet. Whereas Akiyama has no ability to heal. He's quick, but I think for Akiyama the solution is to just constantly somersault. I think somersaulting is the way you win with Akiyama. Oh man. That's probably, if there was one thing that would hold me off from doing a full 100% run of all Yakuzas, it's probably that Coliseum. Everything else is fine, but that Yakuza 5 Coliseum is so bad. It is just not fun. Because it just keeps going.
Oh, Jill. What good timing. A moment ago I heard someone's voice coming from this hole. Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
No.
Barry,
Sure, it may be dangerous. I'll go, even if I have to go by myself. Will you be waiting here, Jill?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm going now.
Right, I'll just turn around again, because that's what I did last time. I turned around. We will save the game. But Yakuza Kiwami 2, that platinum's pretty easy. It's only Mahjong though. Mahjong holds back a lot. Yakuza 5 also has Pachinko, and Pachinko is also fucking ridiculous. And what makes Pachinko even more ridiculous is that you get a cheat item for you get a lot of cheat items in Yakuza 5 that are really helpful, but you don't have all of them. And Pachinko has a cheat item that lasts for about 40 minutes. But I think Pachinko goes on for longer than that. I think you're generally there for about an hour and a half trying to get the score you want.
Yeah?
So Pachinko
Right there.
just
Are you with anybody,
is
Jill?
just completely luck-based. But the craziest part is that there is a rhythm to it. There is a way of doing it.
Why are you asking?
But I could not explain
Listen,
it. I had to just
the stars
research
are
it
going to
there
be
and then
finished
to
soon.
do it.
Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella.
There's a whole bunch of stuff in Yakuza that's crazy. Yakuza 6 is really easy to 100%. Which shouldn't really be that surprising. I assume Lost Judgment is
Killed
fucking
him, I wonder.
brutal. Because there's so much to do in. I did all the school stories in that game, but man, that the school. It's what's crazy is that you have the main game in Lost Judgment, which is awesome. It's crazy that there's not going to be a Judgment 3. The whole hiring the dude who played Yagami really fucked them over. So bad, because like he's just ridiculously popular. Oh shit. I missed. He's just ridiculously popular. And I think that just screwed them. Because they did try and do... I think they did the Kaito files as a test run to see whether people would purchase a Judgment 3 but without Yagami. And they might have done, but I don't think they really committed to it. I think that was my personal thing. It's just I've never played the Kyoto Files. I just don't think you could really do a Judgment game without Yagami. There's a lot of people who are like, well, Yagami's not good enough or whatever. It's like, Yagami is good enough. The whole point is that he's literally the detective. It's named after him. I like that there was one point where somebody did some image which had all the Judgment dudes, but they're all in Hawaii outfits. That would have been sick. Judgment in Hawaii. Okay, let's do what we did before, which is walk backwards. Run. Yagami, Yagami! That's just fire rounds, I don't need them. There is a hunter in here! That's ridiculous. So there's always a hunter in here, it's just choose your poison. Does he come through the door or is he just waiting for you? I like the part where I was aiming. Oh wow. He's. Oh! Fuck off! I mean, it makes sense. I got hit twice. There is a blue herb in the next room. I wonder if I can just blow up the stuff with the rocket launcher. Oh wow, that did work. We need to go this way because we need that blue herb. We had to get poisoned at some point. Yeah, I'll take this. We did just use the thing. I probably want the emblem on me as well. Let's do some swapping around right now. Okay, we don't need this. We don't need this one. We do need the emblem. We need you. Let's go. Because we need to pick up an MO disc. We need to pick up the other Doom book now. If I get poisoned again, I've got to reset. But I don't think there should be any reason for me to come back over here. Right, we tilt this once. Well, I'll take that MO disc. And then we go this way, and then we do this twice. Oops. Okay, let's do this. This prank is getting in a lot of work. There's the second Doom book. The Book of Evil, the Doom book. Umbrella sure loves its literature. A medal from the second Doom book. That is Doom 2, Resurrection of Evil. Features the Doom guy after his bunny is killed. Alright, the cabins are done. Now we've just got the lab. Where we do have to do the gas room chamber thing. Oh boy. The good news is that there's an item box immediately. Actually, to be fair, I don't need it. I just got rid of 2 items. Actually, I do need it. I need to get rid of this crank. The crank's gotta go. I don't think this will take much longer. Maybe, what, half an hour at max? I don't need that on me at the moment. One's in the gas room, one's in the... One's in the power room, one is... I don't know. I think we can take them with us, though. I don't know whether I got him. Did I get him? Nice, I did. So one more. Mo. 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 Hey, Homer. Get out of here. Right, yeah, I can skip this room for now, but I do need to go in there for an MO. I think that's where the third MO thing goes. We just need to unlock the door where I do that. Ropless. Ropples. John-A-D-A. M-O-L-E. Man, that keyboard looks terrible. I'm a big fan of flat keyboards. Having the, once you've used flat keyboards and then you try and use one of those thick keyboards again, fucking hell. Oh man, it's like we're going back into the past. How much space have I got? You know what? We will do this. I've not done this in any of the runs. We've got to do it at least once. Let's pick up the slides this time around and actually use them. Right, I'm gonna go this way. Hey! You're not meant to be there. Get over there. Oh, it should be this room. Because, yeah, this is where the final is. Where the is. Come on. I can hear you. I mean, I guess in a way, maybe you should do that one last if you were doing a speedrun, because then it would be on the way. Is this dude always here now? Oh my god. I preferred it when you were at the other place. I feel like he's never been there in previous runs, though, so maybe picking up the slides moves his location? That'd be kind of odd, but that would make sense. Oh, I need to go upstairs, I always forget. Unless he might move back once I've done this electronic door. Oh. Huh. There you go, you can read that plate, as it turns out. Alright, let's see what happens when we use these slides. Umbrella Inc. Bioweapon Materials. MA39 Cerberus. FI3 Neptune. MA121 Hunter. T002 Tyrant. Oh my god. Bioweapon Research Institute. R&D staff. That was Wesker. You could tell. He had the sunglasses. Got a lab key. Maybe they don't always respawn. Maybe there is a limited amount of them or something. Okay. Whoops, that was a mistake. Oh, is that fine? Maybe the point. Maybe I had residual poison stuff still affecting me. Alright, my favorite room. This is the hardest puzzle in the entirety of the Resident Evil franchise. Nothing even remotely comes close to this shit. Oh, I just noticed there's a red herb on the shelf. Huh. There's no way I'm going to be able to push this. It's so dumb, because clearly the box does go by it, but the game's just like, nah, it's not enough space, sorry. Well. There we go, passcode 2. Don't worry, Chris. We're en route. We'll save you. What the hell? They were all coming for me. That was aggressive. We'll be fine. Actually, pretty risky. Maybe I should save it. Oh, I missed. No, leave me alone. Get off me! Get off me! Get off me, you bum! Wow, that did a lot of damage. Boy, I hope things don't go pear-shaped randomly. Nice, good start. We're nearly done, we just gotta get all these rooms. Alright, now we gotta go. Now we'll save. Yeah, we'll go save it now. And this is a pretty good point to save. Then we can go speak to Chris, fight the tyrant, and get out of here. Grab the mixed herbs, grab the ink ribbon. Right, we're back in a sec. Alright, let's finish this, I guess, because there's nothing really to do. Two heals. The rocket launcher. And then we've got to do one more Jill playthrough, and then we can play as Chris. There is an argument that shouldn't be to 100% director's cut. Get off me. Asshole. I shouldn't need to 100% director's cut because ultimately this game and director's cut play identically. But I think probably the director's cut is the one that annoys me the most. Oh, I've done it. That's not the right word. I think it's just because it is identical. Like, the Saturn version, for instance, has loads of differences. And the Deadly Silence is different as well, because of the control scheme.
Jill? Is that you, Jill?
But Director's Cut is just practically
Chris,
a carbon
you're
copy.
alive!
Of course. Damn it, we're in quite a predicament, Jill.
I know, Chris. Anyway, I have to open this room. It doesn't work. Well, Chris, I'll be sure to come back and help you soon. Will you wait here?
Thanks. I'll be waiting here for you.
Don't worry, Chris, we'll save you. So I think the canonical thing with the mansion is that Jill got nearly crushed in the room with a shotgun. I think Chris is the one who has the final encounter with Wesker. I think Jill's the one who gets imprisoned. Oh, there's nobody here. Maybe they're not infinite. Maybe there's just a lot of them. Maybe you just have to kill them a bunch and then eventually they stop spawning. Wow, that zombie did that much damage? That's crazy.
Jill! Jill! You're here too!
Yes, you're here too?
Look, I lost my
But
way.
then again, the flip side of
Let's
it
get
is
going.
that, obviously, they would need to learn about Barry's betrayal, and the only way that happens is if Jill confronts Wesker, so maybe they both confronted Wesker at the end of the game, and it wasn't just individually. It's just that maybe Barry betrayed both Chris and Jill at the exact same time. But Chris has the actual conversation with Wesker. Like, maybe Jill deals with the aftermath of Barry, and then they both fight the Tyrant on the helipad.
Wesker?
You did a fine job, Barry.
Just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete
There was
my
a
mission
thing done at
as
one
ordered
point
by
called
Umbrella.
Wesker's Report.
Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
I don't know whether that was just a DVD
Barry.
thing or what. Or whether it's accessible through Director's Cut or something.
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella.
But Wesker's
forever.
Report is meant to connect the dots.
How come both Umbrella
Maybe it's
and
RE2,
you
maybe it's
intimidate
not
him
that.
by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes. Though both you and Barry seem
What
to
a
think I was
prick.
following orders from Umbrella.
Wesker!
So you're planning something else?
Man, look at how
If
many
you
games we've
succeeded
got to
in
get through to
developing the
kill
world's
Wesker.
most powerful biological weapon, what would you do?
But what's
What
really
if
crazy
you
is that
were
there's
in
loads of
charge?
games before we see Wesker ever
You
again.
must
at the
stop
same
this
time.
now.
Because after
You're a
RE1, it's
brave girl.
RE
But
Code
if I were
Veronica, I
you,
think. That's...
I
Oh
wouldn't
no,
give up
Umbrella,
such
the
a
Umbrella and
big
Dark Side
discovery.
Chronicles should be
You guys are
Wesker's next
idiots.
thing.
No one understands its real value.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant.
I'm sorry, Jill. That's not what I'm wearing.
Tyrant virus is a super virus, which creates a monster which is much stronger than human beings. Tyrant is the most powerful biological weapon in the world.
You don't mean you're experimenting on real people?
This is really beautiful. All this power will be mine.
For the sake of an awful creature?
Don't be upset. All weak people exist to be eaten.
I love the differences between these conversations, and this is why this is another reason why I think Chris is the one who speaks with Wesker, because Jill treats this scenario so seriously. She's like, "Oh, this horrible creature," blah, blah, whereas Chris just fucking laughs at him, and I could easily see Chris laughing at Wesker being the reason why Wesker absolutely hates him. Premature.
What? Don't come this way! No!
Let's say they didn't revive Wesker. What exactly was the grand scheme?
Can't control what it does.
He would have just died there and there. Ow. Ow. Why am I getting my ass beat in this version? This is crazy. God, I hate that camera angle. Wow, I had to land one shot and then he died. There you go. He did admittedly kick my ass though. I think Yawn had more health than him. That's crazy. I will take the lab key. Ah, let's get out of here. Oh, we gotta go get, I'm assuming this opens the door to Chris. I don't... It'd be kind of weird if I have to do something else. Let's go and speak to Chris. Chris. Don't come this way! Don't come this way. Pitiful amateurs, wandering around the mansion looking for keys and crests. Oh, fuck. Oh, god damn it. Don't do this to me. We're so close to the end. Just let me finish the game. Okay, my assumption is either that this lab key is going to open up this door, or this door should already be open. If it's not already open, then the game wants me to do something else. And I don't know what. Okay, cool.
Oh, Jill!
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
So everything is done?
Well, almost, yes. Now let's go.
Let's go, Chris. Chrissy Wissy, as he's also called. Queso's favourite character, Chris Redfield. He wants his cheeks clapped by this guy.
Let's go.
Let's go! As if he's a lemming. Let's go! Man, Lemmings is very good. I like Lemmings. It can be tough though. It's not a game for everybody. Could you fuck off? Lemmings, Lemmings, Lemmings. They did the Lemmings 3D that people don't talk about. Could you... People don't talk about Lemmings 3D. In fact, it's kind of... Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder when the last Lemmings game was even released. Might look it up in a sec when we're doing the Barry conversation.
Jill!
Hi, Jill. It's you.
Barry?
I'm really embarrassed to see you now. Just leave me. Go quickly.
It's over, Barry. Wesker's dead.
Is that so? Jill, will you do me a favor? This is my last wish. Please give this photo to my family. Will you?
Sure.
Forgive me, Jill.
My God!
Huh. That's interesting, all the stuff I just read about Lemmings.
Let's get going, Chris. We can't stop.
Yeah, that's right, Jill. Don't give a fuck that Barry died. Let's go. You got the main gigahunk Chris himself. In answer to the Lemmings thing as well, the answer is no, there's not been a Lemmings for ages. Apparently there was a mobile Lemmings game at one point, but that's about it. And it's been a very long time. I think you could do another Lemmings game at this stage. I think it would be more popular than you might think. Or do like a Lemmings compilation and just release them all. Those types of things are really good. Just release compilation games. This is Brad. This is Brad. This is Brad. This is Brad. Xavier. We make the most potent batteries.
Oh no, you must be kidding. After we've come all the way here.
Oh, interesting.
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
But Chris...
Give me a chance to play nice guy.
Okay, I leave it up to you. See you again at the heliport.
Huh. I thought Chris was just going to go on the elevator. Okay, there's a few improvements we could do in this run. Well, in the next run. The final Jill run. Alrighty then. Done. we're done. That's Jill run 3 complete. That is saving Chris. Now, the thing I don't know about is, I don't know whether Barry, because we're going to save Barry next, I don't know whether Barry's going to activate the self-destruct sequence. Yeah, and then we get to see that the Tyrant is still alive after the credits. Okay. Actually, I could have, I might use memory card 2 for Chris. But... Alright, round 4. There is no... I am absolutely... By the end of this, there is no way I'm not going to be ready to do a fucking randomizer. I will know what everything in this game is. I don't know how crazy of a randomizer I'd be able to do, but I could definitely do one.
What is this?
Okay, so that doesn't keep you in the same outfit.
What a mansion!
I'm probably not going to swap to the alternate outfit then this time around. Just because it's a bit of a pain in the ass, we can save time if we don't go in there.
Stop it! Don't open that door!
I wonder if Director's Cut will just allow you to choose the outfit immediately, or if I have to go back to there.
Maybe it's Chris.
Probably not. I bet it still requires me to go
Now,
into that
Jill,
room.
can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is
One
our
of these
partner,
versions,
you know.
Deadly Silence or Saturn,
Okay.
and
let
maybe
me
even
handle
DualShock.
this. Stay alert.
Stay alert! Red alert! Command and conquer! Come on, team, let's go. So in this run, we're saving Barry. We're going to save Barry. We're finally going to commit to saving Barry. Rather than just getting killed randomly.
What? What is this?
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
That's the final time we're going to be hearing that for a while. Hope this is not Chris's blood. Oh my god. I'll let that scene play in full when we do Chris's run. So for Chris, we're gonna do save everybody and fight the Super Tyrant. Then we're gonna let everyone die. And then we do these 2 runs where we save Rebecca and save.
Watch out! It's a monster!
Wait.
Let me
Oh,
take
save Rebecca
care
and
of
save
this.
Jill. I'm assuming the save Rebecca is saving her from the hunter.
What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
I will bring the stars to the mansion, where I will collect that invaluable combat data. And then Nikolai is going to be all,
Help me look for
you
him,
print
Jill.
money, I
And don't
print
leave
money,
this hall
we
for
all
the time
print money
being.
to make combat data. And then that dude, Irving's like, I needed to do this because of combat data. Nobody... You either remember Irving or
Find
you don't,
anything,
but
Jill?
he's the best character in the entire
Nothing.
franchise.
What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's
I
search
just
for
had
him
an
separately.
extreme
I'll check the dining room
makeover.
again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And...
Jill.
Here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
I think my only
Thanks.
issue with this
Maybe
game
I'll need it.
is the fact that you can't skip these scenes. Which is because obviously these are like the
Listen,
first ones,
If
but
something happens, let's meet up in this hall.
there's just something about it where, you know, when you're doing repeat playthroughs such
This
as
time
this,
I'll be there.
you kind of want to skip the scenes after a certain point. But no, you just gotta keep sitting through them. I'm hoping that one of these ports allows me to skip the scenes, but I kind of get the feeling that they don't. If any of them would allow you to, probably Deadly Silence and maybe Dual Shock, because Dual Shock was pretty late into it. But we wouldn't be skipping Dual Shock anyway. No. I've used the lockpick. Yeah, so I think Chris's small key is probably going to be in here. To get through this very first door. I don't imagine it being anywhere else. Did I not pick up... Oh, I did. Okay, good. Oh my fuck! No. It's pretty funny how this hallway, you just never come back to it ever again. I reckon another small key will probably be in that room for Chris. Chris's biggest issue is that he can't cheese the shotgun. I'm pretty certain if you try and cheese it, he literally just dies. He can't get out. Got him. Do you want to do the painting room now? Yeah, let's just do it now. Fuck it. Fuck it, let's just do it now. This room takes ages anyway. If I were to tier list Resident Evil characters, in Triple S, it would be Irving. And then everybody else would be an F. No, in all seriousness, it'd be Wesker and then Barry. They're too good. Those two are too good. Barry's the type of character where you don't want to use him all the time though, because he's just that good. And Barry's also pretty old. He was already old in this game, so I doubt he's gonna come back as a main character. I'd be very surprised if he does. If he does, it'd have to be a game set in the past. I just wish RE would do more spin-offs, because like actual spin-offs are not online fucking games, because games like Revelations were good. You just have people like, oh, but it's not exactly what I wanted, you know? Fuck off. Revelations 1 and 2 are good games. 2's a bit. I already know that 2's a bit. You're either a fan of 2 or you're not. On that one, that is definitely a mixed bag one, because Revelations 2 takes a lot of inspiration from Evil Within. And you're either a fan of that style of gameplay, or you're not. And I am, because I like Evil Within. I think Evil Within is pretty good. Not yet. We don't need to save it yet. We just need to save it before we fight the snake, just to be on the safe side. Right. I'm gonna put this away so that I don't accidentally use it. Let's just move it down there, and I can get rid of this as well. And I want to keep the emblem. I guess I just got to the root of the problem. I'd put Jill in S tier. She'd be pretty high up. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. I'd probably put Rebecca in. She's not S. Chris is such a mixed bag. Because I do like Chris a lot. But I don't know which... I like RE5
Barry.
Chris quite a bit.
Jill, what's going on? Any clues?
I like the
No,
fact that Chris is
but
just focused on the
something's
mission
wrong
during
with
those
this
games,
house.
during that era where he's just an
Whoa.
absolute
This hall
super
is
professional.
dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere.
Leon's an S tier.
Let's try
That
to
shouldn't
find
really be
it
that surprising,
first,
though.
shall we?
I think Claire's probably an A.
Okay, let's separate again.
Just a moment. I found something.
What is it?
It's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against
Any
living
new
things.
characters introduced in
Better take it
RE6
with
are
you.
just F tier.
But
Fuck
how
'em.
about
Fuck
you,
every
Barry?
character in that game.
I have this.
Thank you.
Shevers.
I'll take this then.
I like Sheva, but I think they could have done more with Sheva at the same time. I would love to see an RE spin-off where it's all about the downfall of the BSAA, and it's done from like Sheva's perspective. That'd be fucking sick. That would be my game. I would do a RE Revelations 3 where the BSAA is getting ridiculously corrupt. And maybe you split the perspective between two characters and one of them Sheva. You could technically make the other one Chris, but I think it would be a lot better if it was just some other person. Like maybe Carlos. Maybe Carlos is working for the BSAA by that point, because that really wouldn't be out of the question. And it's just all about them kind of realizing that the BSAA has just gone to shit. And then one of them sticks with him. Probably, I would imagine Carlos sticking with the BSAA because he worked with Umbrella. Whereas I think Sheva would quit. Because then you could also have the BSA, because the BSAA starts using tyrants. So you can even have a tyrant at the end of the game. Peak. Listen, Capcom, just pay me money and I'll write this story for you. It'd be absolutely epic. The gameplay would be set entirely on a, where would I set it? It'd have to be somewhere ridiculous. On some kind of military base. Let's make it into a military base. Because it's the BSAA, it would have to be a military base on some random island. But the gameplay is like classic Resident Evil. So, you have to get loads of keys and cranks and stuff. But because Sheva is going to be somewhere completely different for a lot of the game, you got to make it 2 mansions. But I would. Yeah, you'd probably get some kind of insistence that you have to have Chris in the game or something. There's no way you'd make a Revelations game without a main character in it. Because if 2 had Barry and Claire, and it's BSAA, so I think you're gonna have to have Chris in there. You could also have the Wolf Squad that Chris works with in there. And I think could you have Piers? Or would Piers be a little bit, would the game have to be set? I guess you could I guess you would also have to set the game after RE6. So you could even deal with the fallout of RE6. Maybe that's even the plot of the game, is that RE6 has happened as well. And the BSAA is like, well, that was absolutely terrible. What a shit situation that was. And then they decide that they're gonna use bioweapons themselves to counteract the crazy shit that Carla did in that game. And that's it. That's the plot of the game. Because of the fact that Carla fucked up everything in RE6, and they're gonna have to do some wild-ass fixing of the world, they decide that, that because the resources are getting thinner, they decide to use BOW weapons to fill the gap on all the soldiers that have been wiped out and whatever. But they're doing this also on the sly. Maybe they're even working with Blue Umbrella. Let's throw Blue Umbrella in there. Maybe that's why Blue Umbrella exists and why Chris knows about them. Because he works for Blue Umbrella on loan, I think, from the BSAA. So you could have throw Blue Umbrella in there. And look, this is peak. What I'm saying is peak. You throw Blue Umbrella in there. Blue Umbrella is working on the BOWs in secret, but maybe they're not happy with that particular situation either. Maybe they're a little bit maybe they're just not fans. Oh god, these acid rounds suck, man. And what ends up happening is that Chris and Sheva find out that this is going on. So Chris, I guess then that would have to, oh yeah, I guess would it have to happen after RE7 then? Maybe the events of RE7 happen. If you do a chapter system, you could have it being after RE6 and then after RE7. And Chris and Sheva find out that Blue Umbrella, after the events of RE7, that Blue Umbrella has been working with the BSAA to do all the BOWs and shit. Oh no, Chris doesn't find that out until RE8. Okay, Chris just doesn't find out. Maybe he gets loaned out to Blue Umbrella, but Sheva finds out. Sheva finds out that they're making the BOWs. And she fights one. And she fights it with Carlos. I'm telling you. The idea is there. You could solve all the remaining plot holes with this one game. And you could fulfill everybody's desire to bring back random side characters. I'm gonna have to go back. This bloody acid round, man. It just eats up one inventory space that you just don't want to use. Carlos is working as a soldier for the BSAA during this. So he's the dude who just simply gets sent out on missions to do the wiping out and stuff. Maybe he's on the cleanup crew for China and sorting all that out. Alright, put that away. No, I need that. Do we need this anymore? I'll just keep it on. We don't need both of these. Still not time to save it. Wait, let me grab this. So Carlos gets to see the up close and personal side of all of this crap, whereas Sheva's seeing it from more of an, I guess, administration perspective isn't the right word, but she's seeing it from that side. She gets to see the higher up level stuff because she essentially got ridiculously promoted for killing Wesker. And that's also part of the reason why she wants to investigate Blue Umbrella and stuff. Maybe Chris signs up for Blue Umbrella because he's really suspicious of their connections to Wesker, because he hates them in Not a Hero, so it's not out of the question. Whereas Sheva investigates the Blue Umbrella factory or something. And that's where she fights the Tyrant. That's where she fights the BOW Tyrant. But she can't get that message to Chris for some reason. That would be the final thing to solve, is like, why doesn't Sheva tell Chris about the BOW? If she's aware of it. Maybe she goes on the run. Maybe the situation just gets too dire. Who knows? And I think it would be, what else could you do? Yeah, so yeah, I think that you could also explain away Jake Mueller, because Jake has become a mercenary again. And I think you could probably explain, does Sherry work for the BSAA as well? You could explain Sherry. Maybe Sherry's like your mission control in the game. And she also quits. If she's a part of the BSAA, she should quit the BSAA during the game. And then that's how she ends up working with Leon. All the corruption is revealed anyway. The Wolf Squad is, so Chris has the Wolf Squad. He gets it after... When would he get the Wolf Squad, realistically? He gets it between the events of RE6 and RE7, where the Wolf Squad has been paying attention to, like, Chris's career for ages. Maybe they looked up to him since... You can retcon it a little bit. Maybe they've been looking up to him for ages. And Chris doesn't want to put them on his team or whatever because of the fact that every single time he puts people on his team, every single person dies. But clearly between 7 and 8, he has this really loyal squad working for him. So I think after the events of... I think the Wolf Squad should, like, announce their loyalty to him before Chris gets shipped off the Blue Umbrella. Maybe even some of the members of the Wolf Squad team up with Sheva and stuff. And maybe they work with Carlos more. Working with Carlos would probably make a little bit more sense. Do I want to save it right now? How many heals have I got on me? 1. We did that. Alright, we gotta go back to... We gotta go back over here. We gotta deal with, Yawn. So we're already at the Yawn fight. Man, that was a bit of a brainstorming session for a game that'll never exist. That was crazy. I think what I said would fill out every single plot hole. You can even have him tracking down the connections. Okay, yeah. I'll save it. Well, I'll save it at the same point. I kind of want to get Richard killed in this run. I don't know what I need to do though. I don't know whether I'm just waiting or what. But we should kill off Richard without saving him. Is that over? It looks over, but I'm kind of suspicious. I mean, I'd be very... Come on, that's gotta be it. Good. Good! Man. I don't know whether to add Project X Zone to that list as well, because I really want to play Project X Zone. That's a game I've never played before, and everything I've heard about Project X Zone just sounds good.
Richard, what happened?
Richard! Ouch!
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake, and also poisonous. Ugh.
Poisonous? Oh no. Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
I feel as if just taking the wrong route kills Richard. But that might be Remake, where going the wrong route, taking a long time, kills him. I don't know, it's just faster saving him, isn't it? If I could tier list Resident Evil games, I would. But I can't. No, I actually do want to do a tier list stream at some point, but I don't know when. I'd like to do a lot of tier listing for Final Fantasy specifically. Because I like Final Fantasy. I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to save the game as well. Okay, the next save we'll do is maybe before Plant 32. I don't know. Plant 42 even. Plant 56. Plant 67. I actually think the 6-7 meme has finally worn off. Nobody really knows where it came from, which confirms that it is a psyop. Also, I didn't pick up the serum. Didn't pick up the serum, was going the wrong way. Just doing everything silly. Jill, take this lockpick. It might be good if you, a person who can pick locks, can use it. Wow, Barry. Jill, take this lockpick. I just used my magnum to blow up these drawers. When you think about it, because of the fact that Rebecca was in the training facility and Wesker had no idea that she would be there in Resident Evil 0, and Rebecca's in this game in the mansion, that means that Wesker had no idea that Rebecca was here. Until maybe the end of the game, but you could argue that Rebecca is the spanner in the works for Wesker's plans, because she just simply should not have been here or died earlier.
Here's the serum.
Here's your
Richard,
serum, you fuck.
Hold on. I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio. You should keep it. I'm...
No! Richard!
No!
Jill, be careful.
Give me a Resident Evil game where you play as the Bravo team. Actually, that wouldn't even work. There's no monsters. You'd just be fighting regular people. Just arresting people on the streets. A Resident Evil what-if game. Bear with me here. A Resident Evil what-if game. But the what-if is that Jill and Chris are already dead. And you play as the Bravo team as they work their way through the mansion. So you get to see how they all would interact with each other as they work their way through this place. Now that would be peak. That would be another peak game. Look, I'm just full of peak games. You could even call it Resident Evil Bravo. Just a one-off game where you just literally play as the Bravo team. I'm stuck on his thing. I'm never gonna get through here without being bit by this guy. No. Move your fucking fat ass! Holy shit. If you just kill me. Come on. There we go. Come on. A little bit more. There we go. Finally. Holy shit. I have no idea how you're meant to do that without being bit by Yawn. You must have to lure him somewhere and then run through, rather than just trying to run through immediately like I keep doing. When you play Resident Evil Bravo, which is what I'm going to start calling it now, Resident Evil Bravo, the two characters you can play as are... One of them would have to be Rebecca, wouldn't it? I'd like one of the characters to be Enrico, but it'd probably make more sense for it to be Richard.
Barry? Barry?
Okay, we don't need this mansion key anymore. That can go. Do I need the ink ribbon? No. We're all good. Rebecca teams up with Enrico. Richard teams up with Kenneth. Like, because by default, Kenneth would also have to live. So Kenneth is the other guy. Maybe you even... There's even argument to say that you should play as Kenneth, because nobody knows anything about that guy, so make Kenneth the main character. Let's find out more about Kenneth. Man, one of the peak Resident Evil games would be fucking amazing. A Wesker game where you just play all of these games, but from his perspective. So you go through the events of RE0, RE1, RE Code Veronica, and RE5, and you play as Wesker, and then it ends with Wesker winning. That's the trade-off. You win as Wesker. You get to the volcano fight, and he doesn't get transformed. You have the fight in the airplane and you win. Because it's told entirely from Wesker's perspective, the bias is undeniable, and it's treated as if everything Chris is doing is just beyond the pale. There we go, I wasn't completely sure I got him. It's done as a letter that Wesker's writing for some fucking reason. And it also explains Jake. It explains where Jake came from. Man, this feels really second nature at this point. In terms of where I'm going and stuff. Come on. Man, I actually really want to play Resident Evil Bravo. I think out of the two ideas that I said, the Bravo version would actually be really cool. I'm doing this because I got poisoned last time. So I'm just going to be on the safe side and just have this in the bank or something. And then have it on me maybe for the spider fight. Alright, let's go. Stop calling me Brad, I'm busy. We can finish Jill's campaign in the next hour and a half. I will also say this about long-running franchises, is that sometimes, you know, when you start a franchise, you have a lot of freedom to do whatever you want in the first couple of games. Let's say the first 3 games, or first 2 movies, you got a lot of freedom to kind of fuck around and do random stuff. Okay, cool. Well, there comes a point where your fans want you to lock in, shall we say. They want to see stuff come back. They want to know why certain things work the way that they do, and then you start over-explaining. It happens to every franchise. Resident Evil is no different. For instance, when the Wesker project came to an end, there was only one Wesker child left, which was Alex Wesker. And yet, somehow, you have Xeno in Requiem. How? And why? I find it bizarre, and it's part of the reason why I would love to see a BSAA Evil game, because I find it bizarre that Blue Umbrella, which is trying to pretend to be good, for instance, has a gun literally named after Albert Wesker. Like, why would they have that? And that's something that, realistically speaking, I should just, like, not even remotely care about. But I do, because it's in the game. Like, Wesker tried to kill everybody. Why do you have a gun named after him? Why are you called Blue Umbrella? I think Wesker's organization is called the HCF. As well, I think it's called the HCF that he runs. And you don't really know. That's another thing that Resident Evil has, is that Resident Evil has a few organizations in it, because it keeps going back to the Umbrella well in later games, right? It just keeps going back to the Umbrella Wesker well, and yet you have the HCF, the Connections, and the families, even from RE6, the family, which is apparently some kind of like ancient conspiracy that's been going around for ages. And yet its only mention is in RE6. But I think there's some kind of document or file that was released. It might even be... Actually, I think it's Requiem. I think Grace does a report in it. And it explains, like, everything. It explains the family, it explains the connections, it explains how it all ties together. Which is probably more of a blueprint for themselves to figure out what the fuck to do next. Do I have any space? I do have space. I want to do VJOL. Actually, I guess Rebecca has to do VJOL. Does she? Chris does make the joke about getting to the root of the problem, so maybe I have to. Maybe it's Rebecca. I'll just do V-Jolt. Wait, I'm confused. I went into that bathroom. Why do I not have the control room key? Did I not pick it up? I'm pretty certain I emptied the bath. I must have just left as soon as I emptied the bath. Another thing I like about the guardhouse is that there's not really that many enemies in here. It's a very self-contained area. Did I really just walk off? Oh my god. No, we'll do V-Jolt. I've seen the Barry scene too many times, and since we're bizarrely gonna save Barry as well, let's get rid of the Barry scene and fight it ourselves. I'm gonna put away a load of stuff so that I have the inventory space to do V-Jolt. We'll pick up that first aid spray as well. Barry! I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tempted to do a randomizer after this. I just think it would be neat, but I'd also be delaying the completion of these games, and this is meant to be a 100% run, but I could do it on the weekend actually, just to mix it up for myself. Maybe break it up that way. I want to go this way. Do some Biorand. We're back here again already, today. What use it? Like, here is a great example of the insane design that these places have. Like, how does this help? And what's meant to be here? What is this pool? What is it? It's just in the middle of a corridor. There's no bridge. What is it? Nothing about... You know what we need to do? We need to do a video. If I had an editor that I was willing to pay, then I probably would pay by default. Maybe it might have to be a gentleman. I'm a pretty good guy. But I would try and find somebody who could agree to, at the very least, a gentleman's agreement, where we do the video, and if it pops off, then clearly we're going to be like, we can become mega rich because we're clearly going to work really well together. But I think the video I would do is like, what is the deal with the Spencer Mansion? And then I would just go into all of the crazy ass, why is it designed this way? How it would make no sense on a regular work day. Like, we could do a bunch of videos. We could even call the series like 9 to 5. And it's all about what life would be like if you were just a regular employee at one of these companies. And this video is just all about how the Spencer Mansion is just an absolute fucking disaster. And nothing about it makes any sense. Think about it. It could be peak. I have no idea where to get editors from. I heard they grow on trees. We would just call it. I have another series as well that I really want to do. That I've got in the bank, and that also needs an editor. I've already recorded all the dialogue and stuff for it. I just need an editor to fix it. And I don't know. Oh, for God's sake, it opens up the wrong door. But we could do some peak stuff, guys. Peak would be the word I'd use. Imagine just a regular employee, but they go to work at... will be a ridiculous place to look at. Like, Umbrella and Shinra are probably the biggest ones. I think working at Shinra is way better though, because you have stuff like an exercise room. In general speaking, I think Shinra's biggest issue is that you have people who are true believers in Shinra's mission, but Midgard's clearly a shithole, and but the Shinra employees think they're doing really good for the company. Wait, I didn't pick up the key. I just left. Like, that train system isn't amazing. We believe in the Shinra Creed. Actually, what is the Shinra Creed? Because I have a point I'm going to make about the differences between work environments, and I think I can use the creeds for this. Okay, so the Shinra middle manager goes, "We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world." And he gets celebrated for saying that's the Shinra Creed. Whereas the Umbrella Creed is obedience breeds discipline, discipline breeds order, order breeds unity. Like, it's a very different environment between the two of them. Umbrella has got a lot of fucking issues, man. Which is crazy, because Shinra also dabbles in creating weird-ass monsters that threaten everyone. But people like Shinra. Umbrella and Shinra also both have an element of good to them, where Shinra is the energy company that provides jobs. And Umbrella... I guess Umbrella provides jobs. But Umbrella also has the pharmaceutical side, where they must have cured at least a bunch of people. They must have done legitimate... I said it before and I'll say it again. Umbrella must have done legitimate work at some point during all of this. Because if they didn't, it would make no sense for them to be as powerful and as well known as they are. But they did turn Raccoon City into its own, like, fucking... Not playpen. What's it called? What's it called? Petri dish. Petri dish. I mean, they have... Brian Irons is on the dole. Wesker kind of works for them, I guess. They have a massive bunch of facilities all underneath Raccoon City. Man, there's a whole load of shit going on. Right, we are gonna do V-Jolt. We're not in the mansion for long, so we'll do V-Jolt. We'll do it right now. This will also help. I think I already know how to do it because I kind of was starting doing it a second before, where I used the water. I probably want to have 2 heals on me as well, just in case. Right, I did this really quick last time. Let's see if we can do it again. Five, 3, 4. I will. Okay, one of these needs to be filled with water. Okay. Then we want to do this again. Okay, there's 13. Then we want a 2. We want a 2 and a 1 to make 3. There we go, V-Jolt. There we go. And now we're going to use it. Bomb. Okay, that's the V-Jolt used. I did say we would do a V-Jolt playthrough, and we've done it now. I can't remember... do you have to do it as Rebecca? I think there's 2 sections where you play as Rebecca. One of them is making the serum for Chris, or getting the serum for Chris. Or maybe Chris doesn't revive or get full health, because I get the feeling that for Rebecca, you play as her, and you gotta go to the serum room and then come back to the snake room. Oh, so you... Oh man, I'm gonna have to work out a way of not getting bit. It's gotta be dragging it out. You must have to completely drag out the fucking snake from that hole. Right, we're gonna go save it. We've not saved it, so we'll go save it now. This will be the second save. The third save will be probably in the caverns, same as last time. I'm also gonna nip to the bathroom, I think. Right, we don't need any of this crap as well. Let's get rid of all these. And we'll also take, just in case, we'll take another mixed herb. And let's grab the ink ribbons. Okay, yeah. Back in a second, and we'll fight the plant. Alright, let's fight a gamer. You know. Yeah, I'm a gamer. I game. Play games. Oh, what kind of games do you play? Because I'm into stuff like Resident Evil. Oh yeah, I play Cluedo. Frustration. Monopoly. Jenga. Ever heard of Jenga? I did actually like those games, the Hasbro game, board game ones that you could get for the PlayStation. They were actually really good. I like them. They did about 3 of them, I think. And then that was kind of it. But they were pretty good. I enjoyed them. Alright, here we go. We got our aim. The very first issue we've got is that we're not aiming directly at it. We're kind of not looking at it immediately. Missed. Good start. Good start. Right. Is that it? I'm gonna grab this. I was expecting more. Huh. See you later. Alright, I was expecting more. Alright. Maybe it really did have less health. But it's just faster to get Barry to kill it. Because you don't have to go into the basement and stuff and mix it all up. And clearly using V-Jolt is it makes the boss fight faster, but is pretty unnecessary, and I think that's why you should just fight it directly immediately.
Jill, so you're safe.
It probably takes off a third of its
That's
health.
what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You
You've
disappeared
been in this
from
corridor.
the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
We gotta go. This shouldn't take super long doing all this crap. If I die, that's a different story. If I die, I crash out. But there's no way that'll happen. We barely fight any hunters. I find it interesting that doing this route that I do, that the amount of hunters that you fight is just really low. I might take the other... I'm gonna take these. Actually, I'll take both, I'll just combine them. Because how many do you fight? You fight the one that's in the corridor. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think realistically you only need to fight 4, and then a couple in the caverns. But in the mansion you only have to fight 4 with this route. When there's about fucking 500 of them. I'm on it. Hello. Bye. I think if I do a randomizer for this game, I'm absolutely gonna do, we're gonna do a door rando. Door randos are my favorite kind of randos, because I think item rando is just kind of too pedestrian. I don't think it's as chaotic as a rando should be. Because when I do Ocarina of Time randomizers, I fucking love door rando. Door rando is so good. Because it's just fun. You never know where you're going to go next. Alright, let's just... Okay, we need to drop off the medallion. And we can pick up another first aid as well. Do you actually need to fight the plant, or can you just grab the key? Surely you need to fight it. It'd be kind of weird if you didn't. Alright, I'm gonna kill this dude around the corner, but I don't think I need to, but we will. I don't think you need to kill that one though. Because you just go this way and then you go back down the stairs again. Man, the Chris playthrough is gonna throw me through such a fucking loop. They might die after 2 hits. Okay, we're saving Barry.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Yes, but I can't see very well.
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Wait.
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry? Barry?
Alright, we stick around again. At no stage have I ever walked off.
Hey! Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope!
I will. Thanks, Barry.
I'm sorry, Jill.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry.
So that
It's really
happened.
careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
The pass number that I will never use.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, I wanted to try this as well. Just for my knowledge for the Chris playthrough. The plan is to activate one of the zombies, but instead of killing it like I did last time, I'm just going to activate it and then leave. Alright, let me walk up. And leave. Alright, we don't care about the kitchen door. Yeah, let's just get this dude out of the way. Come on. Okay, then we go this way, we go through this door. And we're done. Mansion 2 is complete. That is how fast it is. You definitely do more in Mansion 2 in the remake. It is not that fast. But in this game, it is done. We don't need to do any more. Oh, I need to grab an ink ribbon. Okay, so they stay. So you have. So if you kill one of them, if you can kill one of them and then leave, they don't respawn in. But if you just wake them up and run off, they do spawn back in. Okay, that's good to know. Coming back this way also makes way more sense because the exit's this way. Leaving the other direction, I mean, you have to go the other way anyway, and then circle around. But it makes no sense to even do that unless you're literally just going for the Magnum. Okay, let's go down. Yeah, we've got plenty of time to get this done. We're not, I don't think we'll start Chris's campaign today, though. We'll leave that for tomorrow. Okay, let's pick up the ink ribbons. We don't need this anymore, so we'll swap that out for the ink ribbons. And we also need the crank. We can't leave the crank behind. Okay. I did not kill that hunter before. Why is the hunter not there? Okay. Very exciting. Hey. I will descend it. I'm gonna make the save now. When you do real survival in RE1, in the remake, what you need to do is you use the item box that's next to the guardhouse exit in the mansion. That is the only item box you use. And then at a certain stage, you're gonna have to move. You have to do it like an RE0 playthrough where you move that shit from that item box all the way to the basement.
Oh, Jill! What good timing. A moment ago, I heard someone's voice coming from this hole. Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry. Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
No.
Okay, let's go, Barry. I'm depending on you.
Right, come on, Barry. Enrico?
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Wait there! Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh, yes.
Enrico!
So, Barry and Jill together.
Are you all right, Enrico?
The stars are doomed. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella. Ha!
He's dead.
Enrico!
Ripperino. Crank number 2. I don't think there's a green herb on the way. Hey, you were killed. No. There's a first aid spray over there, but I can't bother getting it. No jumping for you. Okay. Right, there's a hunter waiting for me after this. Yeah, fuck off. Alright, the spider. I just gotta hit him once and he dies. Got him. Finally, we got him without being hit. Right, let me get out. Let me get out. Get out! No, no, stop! I think he might poison me. I like the fact that the one time I hit Black Tiger without being hit is the one time where the little dudes get me. Fuck. So does this... I did this a second ago. Oh wow, it really does. Neat. I guess in a way you don't actually even have to fight Blitz, like you can just do that and leave. Let's go this way. Because we need the medallion on us now. I'll heal. There's no reason not to. We can get rid of this one, but we're gonna pick up. And then we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna flip this 3 times. Book 2. Alright, we're at the lab. We are at the end of the game again. And this time we have fully trusted Barry, so Barry will live. I mean, I'd assume in the randomizer the only items you need are the Doom books. Maybe you need the crests as well, though. But I imagine that just getting the Doom books and then getting access to this area would probably finish it. Actually, Alright, anyway. We're nearly done as Jill, this is crazy. This will probably take another 20 minutes, so the Chris run can start tomorrow completely fresh. What I imagine will happen in the Chris run is that I think quite a decent chunk will be very similar to my 3-hour run as Jill, but it'll be getting out of the mansion. I think getting out of the mansion will be the hardest part with Chris, but once we're out of the mansion it'll peter out and generally go the same way. Okay, we don't need this anymore. 2 first aid sprays and that. I guess I could take 3 first aid sprays. No harm in taking 3. Because we don't have to, I'll take that. We don't have to pick up any items, so... Well, we do, but we always get rid of it immediately afterwards. Alrighty then, let's get the night started. And then I want to go this way. We open up the doors, but I just go straight upstairs. I don't need to do the other room. I gotta keep that in mind. I can just go straight upstairs. That's where I've got to go. Man, it's crazy. It just feels so crazy to already be back here. It is astounding how fast this game can go if you know what you're doing. And you have an infinite rocket launcher. I don't even know if I need to do... Actually... I don't know if I need to unlock both floors. This is not a QWERTY keyboard. Nice finger guns. I feel as if unlocking B3 is kind of pointless. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Nope. Okay, we gotta go up the stairs now. This will be the very first time where we actually go up the stairs immediately. Oh. It's on that sign again. That missed. Oh, it didn't. I thought it missed because of that sounded very long. That noise. I hope in Director's Cut that when you use that item, it exits the menu at the exact same time. Because it's really annoying in this game that it... when you're just trying to skip the text and get out of it. Yeah, let's save it. We only need to do this, this next room and then the final fight. So yeah, we'll just save it now. We'll probably need to heal by the time we get out of here. I think that's the first time I've done that room with no fuck-ups as well. Heal. I don't. Okay, we don't care about healing right this second. Okay, I probably do care about healing now. And that's it. Okay.
Jill! Jill! You're here too!
Yes, you're here too?
Look, I lost my way.
Let's get going.
Here we go.
Wesker?
You did a fine job, Barry.
Just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mentioned mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So, you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant.
Oh!
Barry!
What if Barry's gonna set up the self-destruct?
How is your family?
I was listening to what you and Wesker were talking about. I wish I realized it earlier. I thought it must have something to do with Umbrella, you know. So it's all been masterminded by him.
But it's good that you know that now. Anyway, let's get out of this house first.
Jill!
Yes, what?
Do you have any idea what Wesker was going to show you at the back of this place?
Well, he was talking about the world's most powerful biological weapon, called Tyrant or something, I think.
Do you think we could see Tyrant now?
Barry, you're so optimistic.
It would look bad for stars if we let such a dangerous creature run loose.
Maybe you're right. Let's go then.
I mean, it should be pretty straightforward. If I have to do the final fight, I just... Like, if he sets up the self-destruct, I'm absolutely picking up more heals. Man, I'm in two minds about whether or not I want to do all the endings in Director's Cut,
Can a creature like
because
this
I've done them
really
all
be
here.
the ultimate biological weapon?
Really? Wesker is a crazy man.
Tyrant is not completely developed.
But we can't let it live. That must be the computer for monitoring this creature. Damn you!
Barry gets knocked out.
control what it does.
I'm gonna run away this time around. There we go. Didn't get hit this time because I actually ran away.
Barry? Barry? You're alive!
I'm really embarrassed. I was clumsy.
Let's get going.
Oh, I guess it's just unlocked. I guess it's because Wesker didn't lock it. Is Wesker gonna set off this self-destruct?
What happened to Wesker?
He sure does. Okay.
Shut it off. There's not much time left for us.
So what does this mean then? I mean, the timer starts when you're close to the elevator. I guess I'll save it just in case, because I don't know whether you fight, because this is good information to have as well, because if I keep Rebecca alive, I might have to fight him again. Man, I am pretty tempted to not do all 8 endings in Director's Cut. It's a bit excessive when I've already done them here. Alright, I don't know what's gonna happen here, so let's just take lots of heals. And we'll also take, we'll also save it again. I mean, I would assume... Surely I can just use the rocket launcher that I already have to kill Tyrant. Surely I don't need to pick up Brad's, because that'd be kind of weird. But maybe there's a difference between the one I have and the one that Brad throws down, which is completely possible. But I would imagine that the people designing this game probably just made them have the same qualities. Let's go. I'm gonna shoot forward just to try and get rid of this Chimera immediately. Because this one's kind of annoying. Alright, is it gonna give me a timer? Am I gonna fight this guy? Or what's the play here? What is the game going to do?
Hurry!
Okay. Still no timer, but I think the timer starts at the end of this corridor.
This is Brad. Running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive, contact me now, okay? This is
There is 3 minutes until explosion.
Okay, so that it's not 5 minutes. Is it?
Damn it! We have only one more step to go. Okay, I'll go. Jill, you try to contact Brad.
Okay.
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers immediately.
Very baffled. It's gonna be rough if I have to fight this motherfucker twice, though. As in with Chris. I'm terrified of the Chris playthrough. Even though I've done it before, I've done the full ending with Chris in this game. But, I don't know, there's still something just kind of terrifying about it. Alright, do we fight Tyrant or not? Do. Okay, so saving the partner brings in the Tyrant. Okay, that's really good information. Also, the fact that you can just do that immediately is good. I feel as if this cutscene was a little faster, though. Well, that's good to know. So if I... Huh. Then the place explodes. Chris is dead. We killed Chris! We did what Wesker couldn't.
Your wife?
Yeah, my wife and kids, they always wait up for me. Even today, eldest daughter. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about that. I know you must still be alive.
That's it, we're done. We've done all of Jill's playthroughs, finally. The rocket launcher really does speed shit up hard. We don't need to see that. Oh, we did that? That was the fastest we've done it, which makes sense because we weren't collecting the MO discs. So, tomorrow, we'll do Chris's playthroughs. We'll do Chris's big playthrough first. That might take a while. If you're watching, thanks for watching, have a good evening. More Resident Evil 1 tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you then. See you later.